Broccoli is harvested in a manner similar to cauliflower. The stalk is severed and the leaves are cut back. Once it reaches the packing shed, the rest of the packing operation is highly mechanized, beginning with the unloading of the bins and ending with the loading of the cooled product onto trucks for transportation to market. Although many operations are turning to field packing, such as you saw with cauliflower, a fairly substantial amount of the crop is still packed in separate facilities, like this packing shed. The broccoli enters the shed and is distributed to people who bundle the stalks together and insert them into a machine which will tie the bundles and cut the stems so they are even. These are the machines used to bundle the broccoli. Colored wire ties from the spools above are automatically fed into the machine. The worker activates the tying mechanism by pressing the red button. The bundles are automatically trimmed to length and dropped onto a lower conveyor. In some packing sheds, 2 buttons must be pushed to activate the tying mechanism, thereby ensuring that the worker's hands are clear of the machinery. The bundles then travel by conveyor to another section where they are packed into cartons for shipping. The final step before the cartons are put in a cold storage room to wait for shipment is to cool the broccoli. Package icing seems to be the most effective way currently to cool broccoli. Traditionally, fine crushed ice was added to packaged broccoli by placing it on top of the broccoli before closing the container. This is being replaced with a liquid ice method, in which a slurry of about 40% water and 60% ice is forced into a pallet of cartons. This method distributes ice more uniformly within the carton than top icing. Other methods of cooling fresh market crops are discussed in the manual and text. Think about the differences between field packing and the use of a packing shed. Which method is more efficient? Which has better quality control? And does one appear more likely to have greater crop loss due to handling damage? Cauliflower, like many crops, does not reach marketable size uniformly within a field. Therefore, each field must be harvested several times. The harvester checks each cauliflower head for size and quality, and then they cut the heads which are ready and place them on the truck where it is wrapped and boxed for shipping. It is the immature flower head that is the marketable portion of this crop. Consumers demand a tight white flower head. Therefore, the heads must remain covered to ensure proper blanching. Some growers prefer to tie the leaves over the head with different colored bands. The colors indicate the relative maturity of the head and determine the harvesting sequence. Others use varieties that produce leaves which grow upward to cover the flower heads, negating the need for tying. A question you should be thinking about is where does quality control occur and how carefully is the produce checked? Here is another similar field packing operation. There are 2 primary reasons for packing cauliflower in the field. 1, it eliminates the step of transporting the cauliflower to a packing shed. It can be taken directly to the cooling facility. 2, hand packing in the field reduces the potential for bruising that would normally occur during a bulk packing operation. In this cauliflower harvest operation, the harvester cuts and wraps the head, then sets it down for the next person to pick up and place in a carton. A harvest aid is being used here to move the carton to and from a truck. Is this operation more complex or just larger than the previous cauliflower harvest operation? Is there an advantage in using either of these two operations? Don't forget to consider quality control. The boxes are assembled in the field and placed on a conveyor that makes them readily available to the packers. This eliminates the need for transporting new boxes into the field, making the operation more efficient. Once a box is full, it is carried by the upper conveyor belt to the truck. A mechanical harvesting system has been developed for lettuce, but it is not used. Field packing of lettuce is increasing. Harvesting workers select and cut mature heads and either leave them on the ground for the packers who follow or place them on the conveyor belt of a mobile packing unit. Lettuce may be packed with a few wrapper leaves remaining, or may be trimmed and wrapped in perforated plastic film before packing in the shipping containers.